Hi, I'm Devin Shad, the Executive Director of the Fathers of St. Joseph. Have you ever thought, I'm not good enough, I can't measure up? The world conditions us to measure everything: our weight, our steps, fans, followers, likes, and shares. And without knowing it, metrics can run and ruin our lives. But we have Jesus, and the world of metrics doesn't affect us, right? Well, maybe not. We often bring metrics into the world of religion, and consequently, we lack joy. In today's gospel, our Lord Jesus says, unless your righteousness surpasses that of the scribes and Pharisees, you will not inherit the kingdom of heaven. Talk about a measurement. To the Jews, Jesus' words must have been alarming. The scribes and the Pharisees were perceived as the most holy of all the Jews. They spent their lives studying, teaching, and obeying the mitzvah. That's the 613 commandments based on the 10 commandments. Very, very few Jews could dedicate the time and attention demanded to fulfill the mitzvah. And yet Jesus says, unless you are holier than the cream of the crop, you will not enter heaven. But what did Jesus really mean? We've heard the account of the sinful woman who barges into Simon the Pharisee's house where Jesus is dining. She falls at Jesus' feet. She washes his feet with her tears. She kisses his feet. She anoints him with oil. And then Simon the Pharisee says to himself, if this man were a prophet, surely he would know that this woman was a sinner. Now, Simon was a man of the law and measured everything by the law, including this woman, and therefore he could not love. Religious precepts provide a necessary framework to interpret right from wrong, but the law is limited. It can only condemn, it cannot save us. Obedience to religious laws must lead to love, lest it becomes a way to justify ourselves and to condemn others. So Simon judged others by the law, and therefore by condemning others, he condemns himself. He lacks love. But then Jesus asked Simon, do you see her? Do you see her sin, or do you see her? She is forgiven much, he says, because she loves much. The law may condemn a sinner, but love alone converts a sinner into a saint. The law measures while love has no measure. The law condemns, but God, who is love, forgives. Rules are always at the service of a relationship with God. Jesus is calling us, you and I, to a higher standard. In a sense, he's saying, stop looking at yourself and others through the law, but rather look at me, yourself, and others with love. And then, and only then, will you fulfill the law, and then your righteousness will surpass that of the scribes and the Pharisees.